பயாலஜி இன் தமிழ் கோர்வை சேனல் சார்பாக அனைவருக்கும் வணக்கம். என் பெயர் கண்ணதாசன். In this video, I am going to present the concept development of dicot embryo. It is a part of the embryogenesis. Embryogenesis can be defined as the formation of embryo, in which we are going to exclusively learn about the dicot embryo. Before we are entering into this video, if you like this video, press the like button, share this video to your friend, comment on it, subscribe our Biology in Tamil Korvai channel to receive the video, and press the bell icon to receive the notification. Now let us enter into this video. Embryogenesis, development of dicot embryo. We are going to study this with respect to Capsella bursa pastoris. In English, the common name is shepherd's purse. That is its common name. Is of onagrad or crucifer type of embryonic development. Onagrad or crucifer type of embryonic development. The embryo develops at micropylar end of the embryo sac, and this is the embryo sac. This is the micropylar end of the embryo sac, and the embryo develops from the zygote. So zygote is the result of formed due to the result of the double fertilization, one male gamete and one egg cell from the ovule fuse together and form the zygote, that only going to produce this embryo within the seed. This is what we are going to study in this video. There are 5 types of embryonic development. You see, Schnarf, Jorgensen 1945, Maheshwari 1950 have recognized 5 main types of embryo in the dicotyledons. They are as follows. Number 1, crucifer type. That is what a typical type of dicot embryonic development that we are going to study. That is what given in our book, in which the basal cell plays a little or no role. More or less in all these the 5 types, based on the classification, based on the behavior of the basal cell of the embryo. Here the basal cell plays little or no role in the development of embryo. 2. Astrud type. Basal or terminal cells play an important role in the development of embryo. Here they are playing a very important role. 3rd type, Solanot type. Basal cell usually forms a suspensor or 2 or more cells in Solanot type. In Caryophyllot types, basal cell does not divide further at all once it is formed. Then Chenopodial type, both basal and terminal cell take part in the development of embryo. So these are the 5 types in which we are going to learn about. Now you know very well crucifer type. Development of dicot embryo with respect to Capsella bursa pastoris. And I would like to recollect a point. The Capsella we already learned as an example in the nuclear endosperm. While we are studying the nuclear endosperm, we studied in the previous video. Okay, it is given as an example, Capsella bursa pastoris. Its English common name is shepherd's purse. Formation of proembryo first. Zygote divides. This is the zygote. It divides. Transverse division. So this type of division, whichever the division which cuts the axis of the embryo, this is the axis of the embryo, an imaginary line. Okay, in a right angle fashion, then it is called as transverse division, forming now one upper cell. This is also called as terminal cell, and another one is basal cell, lower basal cell. The basal cell divides again transversely. You see this line? The basal cell again divide transversely, and the terminal cell again divides vertically. again divides vertically. So after transverse division, here the basal cell one more transverse division, here the vertical division. So it is right angle to the transverse division. So what is formed? The four-celled proembryo is formed. The four-celled structure is called as proembryo. Now a second vertical division take place in the terminal cell. In the terminal cell, make it very clear. So this is the terminal cell. Already two, there is number of cells at the terminal region or two. Now it is undergoing one more vertical division. Now what is one more vertical division? You see this is the red line, first vertical division, blue line which is right angle to the first vertical division. So this is the second vertical division. Okay, so it divides the cells into four. Okay, now this is called as quadrant stage. Again, a transverse division in the quadrant result. Now you see this is the transverse division, which is again right angle to the first two divisions. Result in the 8 cells arranged in, now you see, upper tier and lower tier. So I drew this diagram like this. So if this is the transverse division, upper tier and lower tier. Upper tier of 4 cells and lower tier of 4 cell. Now this is called as octant stage. Octa means 8. Octant stage. Quadra means 4. Quadrant stage. So quadrant stage undergo a transverse division which leads to the formation of octant stage. Now let us go to the next slide. The upper tier of 4 cells of the octant, upper tier of 4 cells of the octant, okay, is called as epibasal. The cells are called as epibasal or anterior octant. So these four are said to be anterior octant or epibasal cells, and the lower tier are said to be hypobasal or posterior octants. Okay, so of the 8 cells present in the terminal region, 4 is called as epibasal or anterior octant. 4 below are said to be posterior octant or hypobasal octant. Now, in this 8 cells, periclinal division take place. Periclinal, already 8 cells are there. Now, a periclinal division. Periclinal division means which is parallel to the surface. Anticlinal means it is right angle to the surface. That is the difference between periclinal and anticlinal. So in the that is anther development also we used this periclinal and anticlinal division planes. You please refer our video on anther development. There I clearly explained about periclinal division and anticlinal division with suitable diagram. So this is the periclinal division. So what happened? 8 becomes 16 with 8 cells in the outer. So 8 cells in the outer tier and 8 cells in the inner tier. Okay, so 8 cells in the outer and 8 cells in the inner. Now this is the 16 cell stage. Okay, so and here this is the diagram given in our book. Globular embryo. This is a globular embryo with a long suspensor. This suspensor part we will cover afterwards. Now, so this embryo gives the appearance of a globe, more or less spherical structure. Now, the outer 8 cells represent the dermatogen. So, outer 8 cells, dermatogen, right? This dermatogen undergo anticlinal division to produce epidermis. So, these just two cells become, so you see more number of cells. It keep on dividing according to the structure increases in its size. So, epidermal size also keep on increasing. Here what you should understand here is the dermatogen only produce epidermis of the embryo, epidermis of the embryo, and epidermis of the future plant also we should say. Okay, next. The inner 8 cell, what happened to the inner 8 cell? These are the inner 8 cells. Okay, the inner 8 cell undergo both vertical and transverse division, students. So naturally what happens when it is undergoing both vertical and transverse division, the cells become more or less irregular. Okay, so it leads to the formation of two layers. One is outer layer. You see this pink color portion, it is the peribulum. In future, which give rise to cortex. The peribulum going to give rise to cortex. And central region is the pleurome. Central region is the pleurome, which is going to form the stele. So ultimately, what we have studied so far, there are three tissue system in the plant. In the anatomy, we learnt. In anatomy, we learnt one is dermal system, another one is vascular system, third one is ground tissue system. Now, all the initials of this three tissue system are formed. That is what you should understand here. Dermatogen produce epidermis. So, dermal system is formed. Next, peribulum which give rise to cortex. So, ground tissue system is formed. Then, pleurome which forms a stele, it means vascular bundle is formed. So all the three tissue system are formed from the terminal portion of the embryo. That is what you should understand here. Now suspensor. Now we are coming to the basal cell. So far we discussed about the terminal cell. Now we are going to discuss about the basal cell. Basal cell undergo several transverse division. Several transverse division. You see. So, what is the result? 6 to 10 celled suspensor is formed. So, the entire portion is called as suspensor. The entire portion is called as suspensor. The embryo at this stage become globular. The embryo at this stage become globular. So, this is the globular embryo. Okay, become globular, and suspensor helps to push the embryo deep into the endosperm. Suspensor helps to push the deep into the endosperm. You see, this is the suspensor. This is the globular structure. There is a bulged structure at the suspensor. One end of the suspensor is here, and now the suspensor is pushing the embryonal mass, you see here, into the endosperm. And you know very well, endosperm is a nutritive tissue. In order to get the nutrients from the endosperm for its development, the embryonal mass is pushed into the very deep into the endosperm. So that is the purpose of this suspensor. Okay, next. So this is all in one slide. All in one slide. It means the entire development that is can be studied with this help of with the help of this slide. You see here, 16 that is 8 cell stage. It become 16 cell stage. Okay, so 16 cell stage become that is many number of cells are formed here. So outer dermatogen is formed, then cortex ground tissue system is formed, still vascular region, it is pleurome is formed, peribulum cortex is formed, then dermatogen become epidermis. So from 8 cell stage, how it is becoming that is one primitive embryo. Okay, rudimentary embryo is formed. That is what this slide shows at 4 different stages. So during the examination, if this slide is there in your hand, so immediately you can recollect all the events of embryogenesis, students. Now, haustorium and hypophysis. Haustorium and hypophysis. The uppermost cell of the suspensor. Come to this point. This is the suspensor. This is the uppermost cell. This is the uppermost cell. It enlarges. You see, suspensor enlarges to form ostoриum. To form ostoриum. This is the uppermost cell. To form the ostoриum. Right? Next, the lowermost cell of the suspensor is called as hypophysis. So, this is the lowermost cell. That lowermost cell forms the hypophysis. Okay. Now, what is the fate of hypophysis? Let us see. A transverse division, one transverse division, two vertical division. So because of the transverse division, the cell become two layered. It means two tiered. Okay, one is upper tier and another one is lower tier. Then two vertical division. So it leads to form totally how many division take place? Three divisions. So one cell become two in the first division, two cell become four in the second division, four cell become eight in the third division. So all these eight cells are arranged in two tiers, four in each. That's what given here. The 8 cells are arranged in two tiers of 4 cells each. So that is the hypophyseal region. So what happened to this hypophyseal region? Let us see. Now you see embryo proper. The upper tier give rise to root cap and epidermis. Root cap and epidermis. So this is the upper tier. Hypophysis forms the root cap. So root cap towards the haustorium or suspensor. Okay. So at this stage embryo proper appears. So at this stage this is the embryo proper. Heart shaped structure. Heart shaped structure. Okay. So this only enlarges into this embryo, students. So this is the suspensor region. This is the hypophysis. So hypophysis is present at the radical side and it forms the root cap. You see here root cap. Okay, here the root cap is formed. This is the radical and here are the cotyledons. There are two cotyledons and this is the plumule. This is the region where the plumule is formed. So this region can be compared with this region and this green color portion is going to become cotyledon. Okay, so hypocotyle cell division in this heart-shaped structure in the hypocotyle and cotyledon in both these regions of the embryo proper result in elongation of the embryo. You see the heart-shaped structure become elongated. Why? Because of the cell division in the hypocotyle region. What is hypocotyle? Hypocotyle is the region of embryo which connects the cotyledon node, cotyledon node and the radical. Then it is called as hypocotyle. And another structure you know very well, epicotyle. Epicotyle is the portion of the embryo which connects the plumule and the cotyledon node. The cotyledon node is the that is cotyledon is the first pair of leaves, first leaves formed. Okay, so this place where it is attached to the embryo is called as cotyledon node. Okay, so the portion between cotyledon node and the radical is called as hypocotyle. Okay, so you can separate it and learn. Hypo means below. Cotyle refers cotyledon node. It is present, the portion present below the cotyledon node. So it is hypocotyle, right? Regions of the embryo proper result in the elongation. So that is what we are studying here. Next, you see horseshoe shaped embryo is formed. This is the horseshoe shaped embryo. Okay, finally. So these are the two diagrams given in the book. Don't confuse here. Here this cotyledon is on your left hand side and here this is on your right hand side. That is the different, students. Otherwise both the diagrams, this in the early maturity, this is in the advanced maturity. That is the difference. Okay, so these are the two cotyledons. Here are the two cotyledons, and here you can see radical. This is the radical. So this is the radical. So hypophysis form the root cap. So here you see the blue color portion going to become the root cap, and this is the radical. The red color portion is the hypocotyle, and green color portion or the cotyledon, and this is the plumule. So this is the plant which is in the process of germination, where it has come out from the seed and it start growing. It is exposed to the sunlight. So all these regions, here I drew this diagram in the paint and understanding. These two diagram I drew in order to understand all these structures given in our book. So finally what is formed? The mature embryo as radical. So this is the radical. This is the radical. So root cap from the hypophysis upper layer. This is the root cap. Okay, and this is the hypocotyle. Then cotyledon. These are the cotyledons, and this is the plumule. Are all formed. Okay, so here with labeling I gave hypophysis, suspensor. This is the suspensor. Hypophysis going to become root cap. Sorry, radical I labeled. It is actually root cap, and here is the radical and hypocotyle, plumule, and cotyledon. Actually, this is the root cap. Okay, so this is the way in which the heart-shaped embryo become horseshoe shaped embryo, that is the matured embryo, and this is the way in which it appears in the germination. Okay. Uh, Thank you, student. This is the end of this video. Thank you for watching.